Adolescents may perform below the standard set. Possible potentials do not cope with the opportunity to learn and score in the top quarter of measured academically ability. Grades are below measured aptitudes for academic achievements. Underachievements may become more pronounced with high school classwork becomes more demanding. Withdrawn underachievers refers to those who have a more pronounced tendency to be passive, resulting in being submissive and docile. Underachievements refers to a situation where an individual performs below their potential, expectation, or abilities, especially when they have the capacity or opportunity to achieve more. Essentially, it's when someone fails to meet the academic, professionals, or personal benchmark that are within their reach based on their inherent talents, resources, or circumstances. When we say underachievements, this is what we call have a lower grade, and this is the child that cannot pursue or cannot learn a lot. Behavior and adolescence cognitive growth. Number 1, egocentrism. This is the adolescent's tendency to think too much of themselves while being too sensitive to social acceptance of their appearance, actions, feelings, ideas, etc. Egocentric teens from they are being watched like an actor on stage keep an imagining audience who are strict critics of dress, behavior, or performance. One's egocentric strain in exaggerated feelings of self-importance, which may lead to murky early boy or girl relationship, dangerous escapes, and adventures. So, behavior and adolescence cognitive growth. Ito ang pag-unlad ng kognitibo at pag-unlad ng emosyonal ay dalawang magkaugnay na aspeto ng pag-unlad na humuhubog sa kung paano mag-isip, magdesisyon at makipag-ugnayan ang mga kabataan sa kanilang paligid. Habang dumadaan ang mga kabataan sa mga pagbabago sa kanilang katawan, emosyon at kognisyon, ang kanilang mga pag-uugali ay nagbabago rin na nakaapekto sa kanilang paraan ng pagtutulas ng mga problema at pagbuo ng mga letra. So, behavior and adolescence cognitive growth. This is when we discovered and we grow older na may magbabago ang ating mga katawan, ang ating mga emosyon at ang ating mga kognisyon. Number 2, idealism. This refers to imagining the far-fetched and less ideal situations at home, in school, and society. The teen may imagine a utopia or heaven on earth, leading to discouragement when social realities became harsh, e.g., unexpected low grades, family discord. So, idealism is a term used to describe a mindset or worldview that emphasizes high ideals, often envisioning perfection of the pursuit of moral and ethical goals that may seem unattainable. It involves a belief in or aspiration towards a better world or ideal conditions, even if these ideals might be unrealistic or difficult to achieve. So, ang idealism is this is ang mga bata nga mahilig mag-imagine or mahilig mga isip ng kung mga bagay-bagay na hindi naman totoo at mahirap i-achieve. Number 3, increase argumentativeness. Teens enjoy learning through the use of group dynamics, including role play, discussions, debates, and drama. Strict imposition of the use of English in the campus has been the strategy by premier schools to develop argumentative students who later on transform into leaders in politics, business, and other top professional fields is a common behavioral trait observed during adolescence, and is often linked to the cognitive, emotional, and social changes that occur during this period. So, ang increased argumentativeness naman ang mga teens or kabataan na nag-enjoy mag-aral through the use of group dynamics, including ang role play, ang mga discussions, or ang debate, at ang drama.
Care, education, and parenting, example na to niya, sa bahay pwedeng isama ang mga kabataan sa mga desisyon ng pamilya. Halimbawa kung bibilhin, saan pupunta o ano rin sa bahay, o ganyan. Yun lang ang sa example ko sa application to adolescents, care, education, and parenting. Conventional, this prepares structured tasks that cater to the needs of others, such as in office jobs and manual labor. Sample ko rin sa investual, mas gusto nilang ang structured o organisadong gawain ng may sunod na patakaran o sistema. Sample, si Mark naman ay maayos at organisado, o mas gusto niya ang office job bilang isang secretary dahil sanay siyang mas file ng documents at mag-follow ng rules. Yun. The next is enterprising. This prefers independence and innovation in business and other enterprises that reflect autonomy and personal initiative. Ibig sabihin rin itong enterprising is mahilig silang gumawa ng sariling desisyon at may inisyatiba. Example, negosyante, entrepreneur, manager. Investigate these prefers tasks that are conceptual, such as in the fields of science and technology, chemists, scientists, and technologies, and etc. Yun, example ko sa investigated is mas hilig nila ang mga conceptual at masilumuot na gawain na nangangailangan ng pagsusuri, pag-aaral, at lohikal na pag-iisip. Example, si Ana ay mahilig mag-experiment sa science laboratory, naging chimist siya dahil hilig niya ang pag-aaral at pagtuklas ng bagong kaalaman. Yun.